One of the familiar questions which remain unanswered in almost all Blender forums for many years is how to import 3D DWG files into Blender, especially from AutoCAD. This is also the major issue which hinders, restricts, blocks many AutoCAD users, architects from switching over to Blender even though they are impressed by the new 2.8 release. But the solution was given very long time ago, even before Blender and AutoCAD, by the United States Air Force in the year 1980, when they are facing a compatible issue with the aircraft designer tool and the manufacturing department. And the name of the solution is IGES, Initial Graphics Exchange Specification. For this we need AutoCAD. If you are not an AutoCAD user or a Linux user, if you don't want to buy AutoCAD, there is also a affordable solution for you. I talk about it in the later part of this video, so keep watching. Go to AutoCAD and click on the AutoCAD logo and click open to open the desired DWG file. The dimension of the object which we are imported is with the height of 198 mm and with the depth of 492 mm and the width of 636 mm. These dimensions are help us to identify the change in scale during the conversion process. To export this DWG file to IGS, go to export in the AutoCAD logo option. You cannot find the IGS file on the frequently used, so select other format and you can find the IGS and IGS in the lower portion. Either of them works well. Click either of the one, give it a name and save it. Now AutoCAD will ask us to select the object that we want to export and press enter and wait for the notification on the lower right corner near a bulb symbol. If you didn't find anything, just wait for a few seconds and scroll your mouse, you can find it. Now we have successfully exported DWG to IGS. Currently there is no option in Blender to import IGS file. For this we need a mediator, an underrated yet powerful free and open source FreeCAD. Go to FreeCAD, in the file menu select open and select the exported IGS file. See the formats that FreeCAD can handle. Select it and open it. Though everything seems to be as the original, actually it is not. Now we are in the top view, not in the front. Because during the conversion process from AutoCAD, there is a switch between the forward and the upward axis. In a simple word, and rotation of -90 degree along the x-axis. But there seems to be no changes in the scale. Everything as it was. To export the current IGS file to Blender editable wavefront OBJ, go to edit menu, select all. Now everything will be changes into a green color. Now go to file menu and select export and change the type to wavefront OBJ and give it a name and press save. Now you have successfully exported IGS into a Blender editable OBJ. Now go to Blender, delete the default cube, disable the old collection, add a new collection and give it a name, make it as active, then go to file, import obj, select the obj that we have exported from FreeCAD. When we are exporting a DWG AutoCAD file to an IGS file, an invisible non-reflective applied rotation of minus 90 degree happens on the x-axis. When you are again exporting an IGS to an OBJ format, an visible 90 degree rotation along the x-axis happen, and both they neutralize each other and no change in any orientation. The first thing we need to do in Blender is to press the period button on the number to snap our view to the selected object, then change the view clip and setting to a higher number to see the invisible parts. Now go to front view. The next thing to be solved is the origin issue. It can be done by selecting the lowest corner vertex as the origin. Go to edit mode, select the lowest corner vertex and place the cursor there, and then go to object mode and press the set origin to the 3D cursor. Now the lowest corner vertex became the origin. To place it at the origin, Shift C and place the 3D cursor to the world origin, and then Shift S, selection to cursor. Now the object will be at the world origin, which is 0, 0. The visible and non-applied rotation during the IGS to OBJ conversion is reflected in this current object in its x-axis with a value of 90 degree, which would affect the object dimension. So we have to clear it by applying the rotation by pressing Ctrl A and applying the rotation. Applying is a process of telling Blender that the current transformation is the original transformation. When we are importing an OBJ file into Blender without proper unit setting, there will be some changes in the scale. Here the factor is 1000 times. The actual height of the object is 198 mm, but here it is shown as 198 meter. So we have to scale it down by 1000 times using S key and with the value of 0.001. The current object is in triss mode, which will be hard to edit and apply different shaders. So dissolve unnecessary vertices by pressing X limited dissolve in the edit mode. As it is a flat object, there wouldn't be any problem. And separate them into different collections. The default material is with an alpha value of 0, so we cannot see anything during rendering. So we have to change the value to 1 for a visible rendering. Here is a solution for the non-AutoCAD and Linux users, and the solution name is ABV Viewer, which runs in Windows and in Linux using an Wine emulator. The price of ABV Viewer seems to be very affordable comparing the price of AutoCAD, and it also less than the price of many Blender add-ons. The professional seems to be affordable and usable as it only the minimum to support 3D conversion. For more information, visit their pages. Go to ABV Viewer, in the file menu, select open and select the desired DWG file. Then go to file menu and click save as and change the format that you want to export. Here IGS, though there is an option for OBJ, we never need to do that. I will explain it in a few seconds. Now go to FreeCAD, in the file menu select open and select the IGS file that we had exported from ABV Viewer. The conversion using the ABV Viewer, there found no changes in the orientation, everything seems to be as the original. There found no changes in the scale value also. Now go to Blender, open the exported OBJ file. Since there is no accidental normalization of rotation happens, as it was with AutoCAD. We have to manually change the rotation to 0 degree along the x-axis. The major difference between AutoCAD and the ABV Viewer is the object in ABV Viewer is united, so we have to separate them manually. The rest are same as the former. Now let us see the direct OBJ export option in ABV Viewer. The file which was converted directly to OBJ behave weirdly in Blender. The size seems to be very large and each and every portions are splitted. For this to work correctly, we need a floor plan or a blueprint, and it will be a very time consuming process. So the IGS method is the ideal method. If you are facing any such problem with the file formats with any software, go for the export option and look for the option that the file can handle, which also supported by FreeCAD or any other free software, and go for a try. I hope this information would be helpful to many. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.